Chad said these are supposed to be tough.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Today I got a little special treat. We are heading up to Highway Dirt Bike Designs on the north side of Denver, and they do handguard designs for generally for motorbikes, but they are starting to get into the adventure market, and they've just finished up designing handguards for the Tuareg 660. Highway Dirt Bike Designs does things a little bit differently, so they have a bit more of an unorthodox design. We're going to talk with Chad, the owner, a little bit about that, what the benefit is to adventure bikes, especially when compared to motorbikes. I'm extremely interested in looking at these handguards. One primary reason was the fact that on the first and only drop of my Tuareg 660, I had my right handguard just shatter. I was a little surprised at how many pieces it broke into. I think shatter is a pretty reasonable term. One of the things I did not really like about the OEM Aprilia handguards is the fact that as you moved your controls around, that also moved the wind guard around. So as you would pivot or rotate your clutch and front brake control downward for a better standing position, then your hand had no wind protection at all. Highway Dirt Bike Designs, instead of having the secondary clamping point being somewhere here on the handlebar, they're using the top clamp, and that's supposed to offer a much more rigid design. As the weight of the bike increases with something like an adventure bike, you're going from a couple hundred pounds up to 450. You can imagine what that does as far as impact forces on the handguard and the handguard structure. I'm going to go up, take a look at the handguards that Chad offers, and get to know the company a little bit more.
This looks like it right here.
Highway Dirt Bikes was developed in 2005, and it was developed by a guy named Paul. And we're evolving Highway Dirt Bikes into just HDB. We have a new website. Everything's made in Colorado. Most of the shops, we just visited one the other day. It's aerospace. What was he making? The Titan rocket? What the hell was that thing? Tomahawk missile. So he had our parts he'd made earlier, and he's making Tomahawk missile parts. If you want to step up, and especially if it's a big, heavy bike, when they go down, that's a lot of weight. And our stuff stays together.
In addition to handguards, you've got several other existing products.
We've got 8 switch mounts, display mounts, close to 30 almost. I mean, we got a bunch of options.
So it was during our discussion that Chad suggested we take a set of the handguards and throw them on the Tuareg, and I was pretty convinced at that point that I wanted to give the HDB design a try. After looking at the shop and looking at their facility and how they're running their operation, the fact that they're local, I was really excited.
We'll start by kind of marking the current position of our bars. We've got a paper towel here, so we're gonna take the top clamp off, and then as we move the handlebars around, we'll be able to put the handlebars here.
If you notice there's a gap here on these, there's a reason. They want this bolt tight before you tighten this bolt. So same reverse, you want to loosen this end, the one closest to the rider first, because that's what's actually putting tension on the bars.
And now we just have to move on to the barns.
Custom 18mm bolt. Most other guards use a wedge type system, some kind of a clamping system on the ID with an 8mm bolt. What we call a swivel. Because the adventure bikes have high rake, different angles, we can mount them low or high. So that would be the low position, or you can flip them over if you have a taller bend.
So we've got a custom machined top clamp for the Tuareg, the HDB designed handguards. There are 9 different colors of shields that you can get. And then we've got, again, kind of an OEM plus mirror mount. So everything looks extremely clean and incredibly strong. I'm excited to get these out and see how they work.
It's my first off-road ride with the HDB Off-Road Design Ultimate Handguards. Couple things. First of all, you'll notice that the HDB Off-Road Design replaces the existing or OEM top clamp that has a couple of attachment points for the Ultimate Handguard. You can also add mirrors as part of the set of options that they offer. One of the things I want to try with the mirrors, I'm going to try a sitting position with one set of mirrors and a standing position with the second set. And this idea may be really dumb, but I'm intrigued by it, and it's something that I've encountered enough to where I thought that would be nice. They actually fold in and out of the way, so if you're doing real off-road stuff, it's easy enough to put the mirrors right behind the shields. My plan is to kind of do a little bit of a long-term review on the mirrors, and I'm going to keep them on the bike, I suppose, until they break. Okay, I can see one downside right now of having 2 sets of mirrors. I think you're effectively doubling the opportunity of getting sun reflected into your face. So not a ton of initial thoughts on the HDB stuff other than the real obvious. I do like the design of the handguards. They've got a custom 18mm aluminum bolt that threads right into the handlebar end. So you're not dealing with a 6 or 8mm bolt that could break or shear off. I dig the mirrors. Really like those. I really do like the mirror location. I love the mirrors. Got my street mirrors down low and my off-road mirrors up high. Really do dig the mirrors. Time will tell, so I'm excited to kind of, dare I say, put these through the paces, because with me that's going to be continually dropping the bike over and over and over. Got to use those off-road mirrors. That's what I put them there for.
So I'm going to be doing a long-term review on the HDB Ultimate Handguards. I do love the mirrors, if you couldn't tell. Until next time, thank you very much for tuning in today, and ride safe, everybody.